Salve ragazzi, buonasera, anzi buonanotte perché sto registrando a mezzanotte, così nessuno mi rompe i coglioni. Oggi siamo di nuovo su Kingdom Come Deliverance. Eravamo rimasti a Talmberg e dovevamo parlare col mitico Sir Robert, infatti siamo affamati,
You've
assonnati
done
e
well,
feriti.
lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in.
No, perché
I
reputazione
bet you go to the
ridotta? Cosa ho
kitchen to
fatto
have
di
a good
male?
meal. Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Sì, abbiamo parlato con Sir Robert, adesso
I
dobbiamo
heard
andare
of him.
nella...
They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the
nella
countryside to make
cucina, sì.
arrows. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad.
Sì, proprio
Borjana
così.
here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Povero,
Thank you, my lady.
distrutto.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Certamente.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting
Ma
up.
dai. Un po' bastardo Sir Robert, però comunque lo ringrazio perché mi ha salvato.
Oh, God. Eat.
Sì, ma più che mangiare devo anche dormire. Allora, prendiamo tutto il cibo dal tavolo come un porco. No, che porco è porco, sta veramente morendo di fame il povero Harry. Andiamoci... Ah, tra arrosto.
Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Ma che cazzo vuoi? Perché mi togli la reputazione? Ma che vuoi? Sono sopravvissuto all'assedio di scarica. Tu mi togli pure la reputazione, gioco. Vabbè. Cibo. Mm, Vai. Ok, sazio. Freccia di scarsa qualità, è la freccia che mi hanno rimosso. Me l'equipaggio così per ricordo. Sto dormendo all'impiedi, Henry, è uno zombie. Allora andiamo.
Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
Vero, anche io dovrei riposarmi, però Kingdom Come è più importante. Oh, dove cazzo è andato Robert? Devo parlare con Robert, giusto? Ah no, 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 no. Perché pensavo di andare a parlare con Robert, dovevo andare a dormire. Salve. Allora dovrebbero essere qui i miei alloggi. Sì, questo qua. Siediti e dormi. Buonanotte. Porca troia, quanto sonno che c'ha Harry. Allora dormiamo 12 ore. Non cambierà nulla perché appunto compare una cutscene dove entra la moglie di Sir Divish di Talmberg, ovvero Lady Stephanie. Ah no, scherzavo. Ma invece sì, mi sembra. Sì, sì, ricordi un po' vaghi. Ma prima succede. Ah,
Yes?
It
eccola.
is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, No, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's
Ragazzi,
just
il
what
vino
you
vostro dove
needed to
sta?
help you sleep.
Vino!
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything
Vabbè
except
dai,
getting
pian piano.
better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Ok. Adesso devo parlare con lei e ci saranno diverse opzioni che determineranno proprio il dialogo. Raccontiamo la storia, va?
You
Possiamo
might
anche
be
non
right, my
parlarne,
lady.
però raccontiamo.
I'll tell you what happened. It was
Si è
terrible,
buggata la faccia di Henry.
unexpected. The day started just
Vedo la
like any other.
spalla.
Father sent me into town on some errands.
Ho comprato la birra alla taverna e incontrato la mia adorata Bianca. Sono andato a riscuotere un debito e ci abbiamo dato un'insieme al tedesco. Diciamo il debito, va?
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to father, who sent me to
Oddio, ma
collect
perché
it.
sono così vicini? Si è
Only
buggato.
Kunnish had no
Si è
intention of
buggato.
paying. It
Si è
would have been
buggato
easy
il
to
gioco.
imagine what happens when there's money involved.
Deve essere
Kunnish
seduto
sent
sul
me
letto,
off.
ma
Father was too generous for his own
sembra
good.
che sta per
Letting even a scoundrel
fare
like
cose
that
con
buy him credit.
Stefani. Vabbè,
Oh.
lasciamo perdere.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzi.
Io e mio padre abbiamo parlato a lungo. Serrazzi che è venuto ad ammirare la spada, ho imparato di nascosto a brandire la spada. No, facciamo Serrazzi
The
che è
sword was
venuto
taking shape when Sir
ad
Radzi
ammirare la
himself
spada.
came to have a look at it. He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon.
Ma perché si è
Ready to attack the
buggato
town.
il gioco? Porca troia. Ho visto del fumo all'orizzonte, è comparsa una gigantesca orda di assalitori, umani nell'esercito di Sigismondo. Facciamo
A horde of
sempre l'orda di
soldiers
assalitori,
advanced.
va?
Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack,
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz.
Il popolo di Scalita ha cercato di rifugio nel castello. Mettiamo questo.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
Ma è stranissima la
And then I
scena
saw
così.
him knocking down one criminal after another.
La
I
faccia
never
di
saw
Harry
him fight
zoom.
like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding
Vabbè.
party, a knight in full armour, saw father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Ah, porca
Then I
Eva.
heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish.
Ok.
Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot.
Questo dialogo mi ha
Shortly
sempre fatto
after our
girare i
marriage,
coglioni.
before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was
Però...
stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Vabbè.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the
Avrebbe
king
dovuto
appointed him
ricostruire
Burgrave of Prague
Talmberg.
Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at
Servirebbe
all.
una ricostruita a
But at
Talmberg.
least we were in the city, and there was something going on.
Una ristrutturazione.
We're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Amen. Vabbè, dai, si torna. Sì. Come no?
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly!
Flashback di guerra.
We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry!
Non lo disse davvero, però.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Grazie,
Come to the
Robert.
battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading
Grazie
here
per
from
aver
scouts.
svegliato Harry dall'incubo. No, la torcia, merda, mi sono dimenticato la torcia. Vaffanculo, dov'è? Eccola.
On some scarlet surf and you'll have to tell them everything.
Listen up! If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Grande Divish. Andiamo a parlare con Robert.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Givish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Ecco il mitico
Lordship
Radzig.
there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig,
Prendere
you
il
didn't
colosso
exactly
Divish,
pick the
let's
best
go.
time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat.
Meglio una gola infiammata che una gola tagliata.
I'd say your
Giusto.
grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance
Certo.
against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these
Sì.
people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
Eccolo.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Hovel of Balding.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people
Seraush, che
too.
sarebbe il
These are
sovrano
dark
di, il
times.
governatore di, vabbè, il sovrano
Move
di
out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
Rattai, un altro feudo. Andiamo a parlare con Sir Ropa.
Men, tonight.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
I'll be with you.
Benissimo. Ora dobbiamo fare la guardia. E sorvegliare bastioni.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Ok. Tutto tranquillo. Non si vede nulla.
Wandering around like a
Sì che non
stray
arriva
sheep.
questa
Must be
guardia.
your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Allora aspettiamo 3 ore. Aspetta fino al mattino. Io ho completato. Raggiungi i bastioni del cortile esterno, corriamo. Eccoli, non mi erano mancati per niente.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Il re autoproclamato.
Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
Questo è Markvart von Aulitz.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scalis and killed my parents.
Coglione.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
Coglione di un Harry.
I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz, I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvard. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble.
Anche se a Robert vi
It
sta molto
seems to me,
simpatico.
though, that he and his army
Non
have
so
somewhat
perché.
strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz
Ratzik
mine to fund
Kobila.
insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know,
Addirittura
noble sir,
traditore.
where he might be at this time?
No.
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be
Infatti,
a fool
è
indeed to
Ratti.
flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Ovviamente sì.
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
E a parlare con quell'idiota di Sigismondo. Re autoproclamato. Grande, se ne va.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Però comunque il re lo guarda infuriato. Vabbè dai, penso di chiuderla qui, scusate se comunque non si vede tanto il gameplay, ma all'inizio sono specialmente dialoghi. Ci vediamo alla prossima, arrivederci, e come sempre, viva il Medioevo!